Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to give you a walkthrough and show you how I set up my boat Moab for tournament fishing. Alright, so let me get the boat set up the way I would do it on tournament morning, and I'll give you guys a walkthrough from bow to stern on what I do, how I do it, and why I do it. But keep in mind, this is just my setup. You can do it completely different, or you can do it exactly the same. It's up to you. This is just how I do stuff when it comes to fishing out of my boat. Alright guys, here is my current setup. This is my main fishing rig for tournaments, when I travel, all that fun stuff. So what we have is a 2019 Hobie Outback. Now, the boat itself is a 2019, but the hull is a 2020 because I had a warranty claim for these seat risers back here cracking. Anybody that's familiar with Hobie, they know what the deal is with that. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start at the front of the boat and work our way back. I call this boat Moab. It's named after my favorite town in Utah that I visited, or you can call it the mother of all boats, is what I like to do. So, starting in the very front, we have our pull handle. I have a tow rope set up. This is a rope. It's 10 feet long, and this, well, 10 feet before I put the loops in it. But this rope is in case I need to be pulled, in case I need to pull anybody else, which if y'all are familiar with my channel, you will know that I have towed several people this year already. But I use this to drag my boat up in and out of the truck, up on banks, and if need be, in an emergency situation, you can take this rope, wrap it through one of these H rails, and use it to get yourself back in the boat. So the rope on the front doubles as a helping hand and a safety device when I need it. So we're going to move to the forward hatch, and this hatch is where I keep the battery, the brains to my panoptic system, all that stuff. I don't use this for storage much unless I have a small dry bag, but that's where the panoptic's brain and the battery reside. Moving back, we have your traditional Hobie 180 drive pedal system, and if you'll notice on mine that this is not an arc drive pedal drive. This is the old square tube style. The reason that is, these pedals actually belong in my wife's boat, and I use my arc drive as a backup for my boat in case something happens to this, because I believe, you can argue with me if you want to, but these square tubes from Hobie are far more rigid and way more superior to the arc drive that they come out with. Come at me. I said what I said. Moving on back, we have our center hatch. You know, this is where you store drop boxes, extra baits. My LED control modules is in there. What I have is LED lights up under these H rails that shine down in the morning so I can see what I'm doing without light being directly in my face. We have our H rails, our accessories. You'll notice that I have several of these Railblazer attachments all over the boat. That's for multiple rod holder and camera mounting options, because I mount a camera here. I've mounted cameras in the sail mast receiver. Normally I keep the camera right back there, but yeah, that, and also if the weather's bad, I take a rod holder and put right here in this one, and I can put an umbrella up right here that I can open just while I'm taking pictures, so my phone and all that don't get soaked while we're taking pictures. While we're up front, speaking of phones, I have a RoboHawks leash that I tether my phone to. You know, you got your accessory pockets in this boat. I keep Sharpies, scissors, extra baits, all kind of stuff in these little accessory rails. They're pretty great. Also, the accessory rails, you have these little receivers that hold tools, pliers, and stuff. Here you see I got my Danco pliers. Now listen, I'm not sponsored by Danco in any form, shape, or fashion. But if you are not using Danco pliers, you're not using the right pliers. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Moving on over, we have our fish grips in case I get a toothy creature or I need to put a fish in the water and let him rest while I'm getting sorted and situated in a tournament situation. Here we have the newest addition to my boat, the Garmin forward-facing Panoptic system. You know, some people like it, some people call it cheating. For me, you know, it's just another tool in the bag. So far, it hasn't really helped me much, but it has been a really nice addition to my fishing arsenal, and I really like it. To be honest with you, I think I like messing with it and watching the fish swim almost as much as anything. So, moving back, we have our standard Hobie seat. And listen, if I can give anybody any advice on one upgrade to do to your kayak cushions. Again, not sponsored, not affiliated, but these kayak cushions are the truth. They are worth every penny you will ever spend for one. Back we have our other camera mounting option that I have here, which is the mount that I use the most when I'm out fishing. We have our feel-free tackle crate bag. That thing's pretty cool. I really like it. It holds 3600s perfectly. So that's my crate of choice. That's the one I use. There's 5 rod holders on it, plus the Railblazer rods that I use for vertical storage when I'm on the water too. And when I'm on the water or getting set up for a tournament, I will have anywhere from 5 to 10 fishing poles on me. And it's not I need to have that many to look cool or to have the clout. I don't like retying unless I have to. I like having backups because I mess up a lot of stuff. Reels, baits, line getting tangled in the top. I don't want to fight with it. I want to reel it up, throw it in the back, and grab another rod. And that's why I do what I do with that. Another little safety device in the back is our flag and our 360 light. Now, my light is a little bit different than everybody else's. In fact, on TikTok, someone had the audacity to talk crap to me about my light, and they said, "You got all this money and all this boat, and you have a $5 light." Well, listen, that little O light is not $5. But what this little light is magnetic. It's fantastic. What I can do is I can take this light off, I can plug it up magnetically in my truck and let it charge for a little while, take it, cut it on, post it up, and it can sit there, and I don't have to worry about that thing all day. It can just run dead. I can recharge it. It's magnetic. If it gets caught on something, flies off, don't break anything, it floats. I just recover it in the water. I think it's a great addition to this boat, and I really like the light. It's super bright. It has 2 bright settings. It has a red flashing light and strobe lights. And if you're feeling funky at the campsite, it has a multicolor strobe disco option on it. Another thing you can also do is if you're set up working somewhere, you can use it as a work light. At camp, if you're in the mornings trying to get your boat set up, turn your O light on and it's bright enough to light up the whole area you're working in. And people see you from a long ways away. So whoever said I got a $5 light on my boat, kiss my... Moving on up here, we have our net. I like a nice rubber coated net for the fish. Normally during a tournament, what I'll do is I'll take it and sit it up there just so I can grab it easier instead of reaching back here and fighting with it. I've actually lost fish because of that before. The next thing is my catch board. I keep my catch board back here tucked out of the way. I keep it tethered. They're metal, they sink. Don't want to lose the catch board. So I keep it back here, tucked away out of the way when I need it. Ready to go. I keep my identifiers in the little side pockets with my Sharpie, so I've always got a Sharpie and an identifier. So you're ready to go on tournament morning. I get done with it, we just slide it back. So that's a quick little walkthrough of my boat, Moab. I'll be honest with you, this boat is my prized possession. I love this thing. This thing has got more miles on it than I do. This boat has been to 17 states. I can't say enough good things about my boat and how much I enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. I hope you got something from it. If you did, think about hitting that subscribe button. And you know, if I missed something, leave a comment. Let me know. I like criticism. I grow from it. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, wear your life jacket and get out there and go fishing.